My beloved child, I see you in this very moment, longing for a gentle whisper of hope and the warm embrace of understanding. Let your heart rest now, for I am drawing you close to me. Hear my voice like a soft melody, echoing across distant mountains that move before the power of faith. Listen to the rhythm of love that has flowed through every generation, a river of peace that never runs dry. As you pause to breathe, allow the awareness of my presence to envelop you, filling every corner of your heart with a tender light that outshines the darkness around you. I know how the voices of doubt sometimes rise within, like stormy winds threatening to uproot your confidence. I see when your spirit wavers under the weight of anxieties and unspoken fears. Do not be ashamed of your trembling soul, for I am the one who stills the fiercest winds. Even when you feel as though shadows loom and the night seems long, remember that my light shines in the darkness, a beacon guiding you to safety. My love never tires, my arms never weaken. In the shelter of my wings, you will discover an unbreakable fortress, stronger than any fortress made by human hands. Come closer to my heart, and let my words stir your spirit. I am speaking to you now as a father who carries you like a shepherd carries a wounded lamb. When you feel empty, I am your living water, rushing forth like revitalizing streams in a desert place. When you feel disoriented by life's uncertainties, I am the compass pointing you toward wholeness. When you feel isolated, know that my presence is as constant as the morning sun, rising again and again with faithful consistency. Yes, I see the sorrow that you sometimes carry, secret tears that no one else knows. When you ache from broken promises or disappointments that cut deeply, remember that you are not alone. My hands are upon you, ready to mend the fragments of your wounded heart. Do not think that I stand far away, indifferent to your struggle. I draw near to the humble, and I cradle your shattered hopes in my healing presence. The gentle love I pour out is as infinite as the ocean, a great expanse of mercy that can wash away every fear, every regret, every weight that presses down upon you. My child, even as you read these words, feel my Holy Spirit moving within the chambers of your soul. Imagine him like a gentle breeze passing through an open window, carrying the scent of fresh blossoms that remind you of renewal and promise. Let your defenses fall away. Let your heart beat freely without the burden of self-accusation or the chains of condemnation. For though you may have stumbled, I do not define you by your mistakes. Though you may have wandered, I have never lost sight of you. Like a lighthouse sending beams across the waves, my spirit guides you back to these waters of grace and restoration. If you let my words settle in your heart, you will sense a stirring of courage rising within you. I have not called you to a timid existence defined by fear. I have shaped you to be bold as the dawn, to stand tall in the face of adversity with a confidence that transcends earthly logic. You are more than your past, more than your present challenges, more than the labels others may have placed upon you. You are my beloved, called by name from the beginning. You breathe the breath of life I once breathed into humanity, an echo of my power within your very soul. I know the questions that linger in your mind. Will tomorrow bring relief? Will I find the answers I have been seeking? How do I move forward when the burdens of life seem unrelenting? Let me assure you, my dear one, that I hold tomorrow as surely as I hold you now. Though the future remains hidden from your view, it is not hidden from mine. Every moment, every possibility, every twist in the road is laid out before me. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end, the one who sees beyond the horizon you cannot yet reach. Trust that I have gone before you to prepare the way. There is nothing you face that I have not anticipated and made provision for. Open your heart now to my promise of unshakable hope. I am the God who makes a way in the wilderness and causes rivers to spring forth in the driest wasteland. Even when the soil of your heart feels barren, I breathe life into those hidden seeds of faith. You may think your strength is small, but with me, even a mustard seed of faith can move mountains that block your path. When you speak words of life, you align yourself with the creative power I have woven into existence. Remember, your words hold power, for they are shaped by the echoes of my own voice that first spoke light into the void. When doubt tries to take root, let the truth of my love uproot it. When fear threatens to cloud your mind, let my promises shine like the sun, dissolving the fog of uncertainty. There are times when you may feel overshadowed by the voices of negativity or by the bruises of the past, but do not let those memories imprison you. Do not allow the mistakes you have made or the wounds you have received to define the glorious destiny I have for you. My child, I am your Redeemer, the one who turns ashes into beauty. What was once lost can be found in me. What was once broken can be mended in my hands. And where you see only despair, I plant seeds of unspeakable joy that bloom at the appointed time. I want to take you higher, on wings of grace that lift you above the raging storms below. Like an eagle soaring effortlessly on the currents of the wind, you will discover that my strength carries you. It is not by your own might or clever plans, but by my spirit that you will conquer. Be still for a moment. Breathe deeply. Feel my calming presence easing your anxious heart. I have designed you to flourish, to bear fruit in every season, because I am the vine that nurtures you with living water. As you remain in me, your soul grows more vibrant, reflecting my love to a world yearning for hope. When you cannot see a way forward, lift your eyes to the hills and remember that your help comes from me, the maker of heaven and earth. My resources are limitless, my power beyond measure, and my love for you is deeper than you can comprehend. I want you to rest in the assurance that I am your fortress and shield. No weapon fashioned against you can stand when I am by your side. Even if storms rage and the winds howl, I remain your unshakable refuge. Lean on me, and you will not topple. Call on me, and I will answer. Do not underestimate what I can do through a life fully surrendered to my will. The seemingly insignificant gestures, a humble prayer, a whispered cry for help, a small act of kindness, can become vessels of my wonder-working power. Through you I can bring comfort to the afflicted and hope to the despairing. Your testimony becomes a lighthouse for others drifting on dark seas, showing them that my grace is indeed sufficient. I have always delighted in taking the weak and making them strong, taking the small and magnifying it, taking the wounded and using them as instruments of healing. My beloved, let me remind you of the precious gift of prayer. When you pray, it is not a mere repetition of words, but a direct line to my heart. I lean in attentively, eager to hear the desires you lay at my feet. In the secret place of prayer, I pour out heavenly wisdom and fill you with a peace that surpasses understanding. Do not shy away from bringing me your deepest anxieties, your most hidden heartbreaks and your unspoken dreams. Like a caring father, I yearn to carry every burden you offer to me, exchanging your heaviness for the lightness of my presence. You ask, how do I grow closer to you, Lord? And I answer, draw near to me and I will draw near to you. That nearness is not a fleeting emotion, but an abiding relationship I have been longing to share with you. My arms remain open wide, ready to welcome you in all your frailty and doubts. You need not strive or perform elaborate rituals to win my love. It is yours already, freely given. From the foundations of the world, I saw you and knew you, knitting you together with purpose and intention. You are uniquely designed, carrying attributes that reflect my heart in a way only you can. Never doubt your worth. You are priceless in my eyes. Lean into me in the quiet moments. Let my spirit speak in that stillness, where distractions fall away and only my love remains. If you listen closely, you will hear the gentle whisper of my spirit, reminding you that you are chosen, that you are cherished, that nothing can separate you from my love. No failure, no shortcoming, no condemnation can ever outweigh the magnitude of my grace. I see your potential the way a gardener sees the beauty within an unbloomed seed. And I pledge to nurture you, water you, and shield you from the scorching sun so that you blossom into the full expression of who I created you to be. My child, as the seasons change and you face the unknown, never forget that I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. Circumstances shift, people come and go, but I remain steadfast. My faithfulness stands like a mighty cliff enduring endless waves. Cling to me, and you will withstand every trial. When sadness attempts to flood your heart, picture yourself resting under the shadow of my wings, where the floodwaters cannot overtake you. In my presence, bitterness dissolves, tears dry, and hope finds fertile soil to grow once again. There are days when the weight of life may attempt to convince you that you are small, that your efforts do not matter, or that your future is hopelessly lost. But hear me whisper, you matter to me. Your life is significant. Your dreams born of faith hold power in my hands. Never let fear muzzle your prayers or stifle your worship. With every word of praise you speak, you align yourself with the heavenly chorus that has sung my glory since time began. With every hallelujah, you chase away the shadows of despair, flooding your soul with the radiant light of my presence. Remember the promises I have declared throughout history. I am the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and I have led my people through deserts, over seas, and into promised lands they never thought possible. So too will I guide you. When you feel lost, my voice says, "This is the way. Walk in it." When your heart is heavy, my hand extends to lift your burdens. When you wander, my shepherd's staff gently brings you back to the path of righteousness. No matter how far you have strayed, no matter how deep the pit you have fallen into, my grace stands ready to pull you out and set you on solid ground once more. I have placed in you a unique light that only you can shine. Do not hide it behind the veil of shame or hesitation. Let the radiance of my love reflect in your words and actions, scattering the darkness that tries to haunt the corners of your world. Your testimony, whether it seems grand or small, can be the spark that ignites hope in another's life. Through you, I can reveal the reality of my love to those who have never felt its warmth. Through you, I can speak words of life to those who only know the language of pain. Through you, I can bring healing, joy, and renewal that ripple far beyond what you can see. Be patient, my dear one. This journey of faith takes time, and I am never in haste. Like the steady flow of a river, my plans unfold with grace and precision. Sometimes you may feel as though answers are delayed or doors remain shut. Trust that every moment is woven into the tapestry of my will, and that all things work together for the good of those who love me. Even your tears are not wasted. I keep track of every cry of your heart, every sigh of longing. I use your struggles to refine you, like gold purified by fire, removing impurities and revealing the radiant treasure of your faith. If you find yourself overwhelmed, step into the place of prayer again. Let your words rise like incense before me, a sweet fragrance of surrender and hope. Speak your heart freely, for I understand your language of desperation and your longing for answers. Do not hesitate to pour out your confusion, your anger, even your disappointment. I am not offended by your honesty. I invite it because it opens the door for true intimacy, and in that sacred honesty, my spirit can minister to your wounded places, sowing seeds of peace and comfort that blossom into unimaginable strength. Look around you and notice the wonders of creation. The sun that rises each day, painting the sky in hues of orange and pink, is a sign of my faithfulness. The gentle breeze that carries the scent of blooming flowers is a reminder of my renewing touch. The sound of birds singing at dawn is a reflection of the praise that all creation offers to me. You too are part of that chorus. When you speak words of thanksgiving, you unlock a dimension of joy that transcends circumstance. Gratitude transforms sorrow into worship and anxiety into trust. Do not be intimidated by the size of the mountains before you. Yes, they may seem immovable in your limited sight, but I tell you this, even mountains must bow to the authority of the one who formed them. With me, mountains are moved, seas are parted, chains are broken, and hope is restored. When you anchor your faith in my promises, you will see miracles unfold, sometimes in ways you never expected. Remain open to the unexpected, for I delight in surprising my children with gifts of grace and breakthroughs that defy human reasoning. When the world around you feels chaotic, envision my peace as a mighty river that continues to flow steadily despite storms and tumult. Step into that river. Let its calm currents wash over you, letting go of the burdens that cling to your soul. Within that peaceful flow, you will find clarity. You will remember that your identity is rooted not in fleeting achievements or the opinions of others, but in my unwavering love. Rest in that truth. My dear one, I see your future with clarity. I see the paths you will walk, the souls you will touch, the hearts you will inspire, all through the power of my love shining in you. There will be days of laughter and days of tears, moments of triumph and seasons of waiting. Yet through it all, I will stand with you as your greatest ally, your closest companion, your faithful guide. When people fade and circumstances shift, my word remains. When you feel misunderstood or overlooked, know that I truly see you. When you wrestle with guilt or regret, recall that my forgiveness washes you whiter than snow, making all things new. I am here, ever present, speaking life into your spirit, calling you to rise above your self-imposed limitations. Do not let the storms of life quench the flame I have ignited within you. Protect that flame with the shield of faith. Fan it with prayer and worship. Nurture it through reading my word, where I reveal my character and my plans for humanity. As you draw from those living waters, you will overflow with love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control, fruits of my spirit that show the world who I am. Let your heart remain tender, my child, open to my leading. Resist the temptation to allow bitterness to take root. Offer forgiveness freely, not because others are always deserving, but because I have forgiven you in abundance. Remember, forgiveness breaks chains and sets captives free. When you choose forgiveness, you mirror my own nature and healing flows. Do not let resentment poison your spirit. Release what you cannot control, trusting me to heal and restore. Take courage, for I am refining your gifts and talents. What you see as small or insignificant can become mighty in my hands. Offer them to me. Surrender the limitations you have believed about yourself. Let me shape your desires, direct your ambitions, and turn your dreams into opportunities for my glory. In your weakness, my strength becomes visible, and in your surrender, my power takes action. The world may not always understand or applaud your choices, but I see your heart, and I rejoice over your obedience. Embrace the presence of my peace in your daily life. Look for me in the simple pleasures, the first sip of warm tea, the laughter shared with a friend, the hush of nightfall when stars are scattered across the sky. I weave my love through all these moments, reminding you that I am a God who is near, not distant. Breathe in the sweetness of that truth. You are never forsaken, never abandoned, never invisible. I hold you closer than you can ever imagine. When you wake in the morning, open your eyes to the possibility of a new beginning. My mercies are new every dawn, just as the sun rises without fail. If yesterday brought mistakes, regrets, or pain, lay them before me. Let the fresh wind of my spirit blow them away like chaff. Accept the gift of a clean slate, for I am the master of redemption. You do not have to carry yesterday's burdens. This is the day that I have made. Rejoice and be glad in it. In the depths of your being, you will find me waiting, ready to fill you with a sense of purpose and direction. Listen to the voice of my spirit, nudging you toward acts of kindness, patience, and courage. Follow the gentle convictions that arise within your conscience, for I speak through that inner stillness. The more you attune your heart to my voice, the clearer it becomes, and the sweeter your fellowship with me grows. Never lose sight of the fact that I am writing your life story line by line, chapter by chapter, and my narrative for you is brimming with possibility, redemption, and hope. Trust in my timing, for I see the whole tapestry even when you see only a single thread. I am orchestrating connections, opening doors, and aligning circumstances for your good. Patience is not a punishment, it is a grace that prepares your heart to receive the fullness of my blessings. When pressures build, when the demands of life crowd your thoughts, remember to return to me. Let my presence be your sanctuary, a quiet haven where you can lay every burden down. Here, you can rest under my protective wings, safe and loved. Allow yourself to receive my grace, which is sufficient in your weakness. Allow yourself to be embraced by my compassion, which never runs dry. My child, let these truths resound in your spirit. I am your God, your source, your sustainer. I am your hope, your provider, your father who delights in giving good gifts to you. I have watched you grow through trials, seen how you have pressed on when others might have quit. Understand that nothing you have faced is wasted. In my kingdom, even the hardest seasons bring forth fruit. Like seeds buried in the dark soil of adversity, your character is nurtured and develops perseverance. Eventually, what was once hidden will emerge in the light, blossoming into a testimony of how my love prevails in all circumstances. Sometimes you wrestle with guilt over past decisions or missed opportunities. Let me assure you that my grace covers your past. The sacrifice of my Son on the cross was the ultimate demonstration of my love, the final word of forgiveness for all who come to me. Do not allow guilt to rob you of the joy I have for you now. Instead, learn from yesterday's missteps and step forward with renewed devotion. Your story is not over, and I can redeem even the most broken pages of your history. Trust that I am actively working behind the scenes in your relationships, in your family, in the hearts of those you pray for. Even when you see no outward sign of change, my hand is at work, orchestrating transformation in ways you cannot yet fathom. Keep sowing seeds of kindness, grace, and love. Keep praying, keep believing. A seed planted does not sprout overnight, but with patience and faith it will grow into something of beauty and substance. Cling to the truth that you are not defined by the opinions of others. I, the Lord of all creation, have the final say over your worth, and I declare you precious, loved, redeemed, and destined for glory. No criticism or rejection can snatch you from my hand. Stand confidently in this identity, wearing it like a garment that cannot be torn away. When accusations arise, let my word be your anchor, reminding you of the unshakable foundation on which you stand. My beloved, take heart. You are part of a story far larger than you can imagine, yet intimately dear to my heart. In your moments of solitude, when doubts creep in, whisper my name and feel my peace settle within you. Allow yourself to revel in the marvel of my creation, to dance with joy in moments of celebration, and to weep cleansing tears in moments of sorrow. All of these experiences draw you closer to me if you allow them to soften your heart rather than harden it. Every prayer you pray, every word of encouragement you speak, and every act of love you offer has eternal significance. Even if the impact seems small, know that I multiply what you entrust to me. I see the secret sacrifices, the silent heartbreak, the unspoken hopes you carry. None of it goes unnoticed. I celebrate your every step of faith, your every triumph over temptation, your every decision to honor me in ways big and small. Rest now in the assurance that you are not alone. My presence is your constant companion, my spirit your eternal friend. Lift your gaze from the troubles around you and fix your eyes on me, the source of your help and the author of your faith. Fear not the terrors of night or the arrows that fly by day, for I am your shield. Let your soul exhale, releasing every anxiety and receiving my perfect love that casts out all fear. If you find yourself at a crossroads, uncertain of which way to turn, come to me and ask for wisdom. I give generously to those who seek me earnestly. My guidance may come as a stirring in your spirit, a word from a friend, or a sudden sense of clarity in the midst of confusion. Trust that I am orchestrating your steps, and if you veer off the path, my mercy is swift to restore you the moment you call. My dear one, as you continue to breathe in these words, let them become life and nourishment for your soul. Let them remind you of my unwavering commitment to you, my boundless grace and my overflowing love. I have initiated this conversation, reaching out through every line, hoping you will seize this invitation to dwell more intimately with me. Come, step into the river of my presence, the river of peace that refreshes and renews. Let it carry away your doubts and fears, baptizing your mind in the reality of my promises. Do not resist the current of my grace. Let it lead you into deeper waters where your faith can grow. In this journey, you will discover that surrender is not a loss, but a gain, that yielding to my plans unlocks the abundant life your heart has been longing for. You are my masterpiece, a living expression of my creativity and love. As an artist cherishes a treasured work of art, so I cherish you. Trust in my timing, my ways, and my heart for you. My love is an ocean without end. My power is immeasurable, and my plan for you is good. Even when you feel you cannot see the path ahead, know that I have already seen it, and I will faithfully guide you through every obstacle. Now, I call you to prayer. Let prayer become your lifeline, your constant conversation with me. Offer me your praises and your needs, your triumphs and your failures. I am never weary of hearing your voice. From morning until night, my ear is inclined to your prayers. And when words fail, remember that my spirit intercedes for you with groanings too deep for words, carrying the essence of your heart to my throne of grace. As this message finds its way into the deepest parts of your being, feel my love like a warm cloak wrapped around you. Let it dissolve the cold of isolation and banish any lingering traces of shame. Lift your face to the warmth of my affection and know that you are safe here. You are seen, you are valued, and you are profoundly loved. Loved with an everlasting love that stretches across the span of eternity. Now, my child, I invite you to renew your spirit in me. Let this be the moment you decide to cast all your cares upon me, for I care for you. Allow my peace to take root in the very soil of your heart. Give me the broken pieces, the dreams deferred, the fragile hopes, and watch how I rebuild them into a tapestry of beauty. I do not waste a single tear. I do not overlook a single longing. In my care, everything gains eternal worth. There is much more I desire to show you, more wonders of my grace, more depths of my wisdom, more facets of my character. As you continue in this journey, remain open and childlike, ever ready to discover the fullness of life that I have prepared for you. Do not be afraid of the unknown, for I am with you. Do not be consumed by the darkness, for my light guides your way. Conclude this time now by resting in the certainty of my eternal love. Let this love be the compass that directs your every decision, the shield that guards your heart, and the melody that anchors your soul. I am your God, and you are my beloved child. Nothing in all creation can separate you from my embrace. Let hope bloom within you anew. Let joy ripple across the landscape of your mind, and let faith surge within every fiber of your being. I am here always waiting for you to speak my name, to turn your gaze toward me, and to whisper your willingness to follow wherever I lead. Take my hand, beloved one, and walk confidently in the light of my truth. This is your sacred invitation, your call to a higher place of intimacy, trust, and wonder. Today is the day of new beginnings, of a deeper communion with me. Receive my blessing, receive my love, and know that from this moment on, your heart is forever entwined with mine.
In the silence, I hear you calling, a whisper breaking through my fear, like a river flowing through the ages. Your love is constant, always near. You see my doubts, my hidden sorrow, the weight I carry deep inside. But in your hands my fears are shattered. Your mercy wraps me in the light. Draw near to me, I hear you say, I am the light that leads the way. Through every storm, through every night, I'll hold you close, I am your life. I've wandered far, yet you still find me. Your grace has never let me go. You turn my ashes into beauty, restoring dreams I've lost before. You see my doubts, my hidden sorrow, the way I carry deep inside. But in your hands my fears are shattered. Your mercy wraps me in the light. Draw near to me, I hear you say, I am the light that leads the way. Through every storm, through every night, I'll hold you close, I am right. I wanna love, I've wandered far, yet you still find me. Your grace has never let me go. You turn my ashes into beauty, restoring dreams I've lost before. I lift my eyes beyond the mountains. My help comes from the Lord above. No fear can stand, no chains can bind me, for I am covered by your love. Draw